say spilling tea, it's the place to be. They're classy, not bold, they are so comical. It's the Shady Chronicles. Ooh.
Hey besties, hey, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm your co-host Des.
And I'm your co-host Kiara.
And this is
The Shady Chronicles!
Woo! We made it! This is
made
our first
it.
episode. Hi guys! Oh my gosh, we're so excited to just vibe with y'all. Oh my gosh,
We made it! Oh my God. How are you?
I'm great. So, I didn't make it to the gym last week. I know. Bad me.
You canceled on me 3 times.
Listen. That's why it's important to have an accountability partner. But I've been great. I had a great week. I got to spend some time with my family. I got to go see my niece play basketball and really just chill, catch the vibes, you know. What about you? How was your weekend or week?
My weekend, it's all been a hustling kind of week. You know, hustling, working. You know, I did find some time to make my way to the casino.
Oh,
I didn't hit a jackpot now, but, you know, I was able to double the little money I played with. So, you know, it was all worthwhile.
Girl math. I love it. Oh, my gosh. So, let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about today?
Relationship red flags we've ignored in the past. Let's talk about it.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Red flags? Oh my God. We've all ignored them. Okay. So let me ask. Have y'all ever dated a guy or a girl that swore up and down, left and right? I'm different. I'm not like the others. Whole time red flags just screaming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Step to the front. You're going to want to listen. Lock in now. Because, you know, there are a bunch of red flags we've ignored. And, you know, we got to be honest, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's talk about it.
So, vibe with us. We're here to help you navigate and, you know, really get through these red flags before they even become red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Before
them yellow flags.
Ooh,
them yellow flags.
Yellow is still good. But also before you're, you know, down and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Down and bad. Before you queuing up that Mary J. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed
no tears.
We trying to help you. We're here. We're here. Yeah, we're not like the others. No, we're here to bring it in. What do we always say?
We listen and we don't judge.
But we gotta judge
a little bit.
You know, just a little bit.
Because how you didn't see that, girl? How you didn't see that coming?
Let's get into it. So, do you have a juicy red flag story? Or are there some red flags that you've ignored? Don't lie. What about you, friend?
She turned that on me quick. Oh my God. Yes, I have off the top of my head. I'm going to say the first big red flag, and I was really young.
Okay.
You know, I was really young. You know, we all go through that stupid phase. I think that when you can hold yourself accountable and admit that every girl has gone through that phase of being stupid, and this is mine. Okay. So, dating someone who has a child under the age of 1. And I know a lot of y'all like, nothing. Okay? Because let me tell you something. This baby was 8 months old, 7 or 8 months old. She ain't had that baby not that long ago. But me being young and naive, 18 years old and stuff,
18.
You know, I was feeling special that he even let me come around his baby. I was like, oh, he sees a future with me. I'm meeting a baby. I'm playing stepmama.
Stepmama.
I was buying diapers. I was doing pickup from the daycare. He didn't have no car. Yes.
Another red flag. Another red flag. He
The
ain't
red
got no
flag.
car.
I feel like the red flag's gonna come left and right. You gonna watch. Yell it out every time you hear a new one. Yell it out every time you hear a new one. But yeah, girl. Let me tell you something. I was riding for that guy, and the biggest red flag of that situation, it was a situationship. It was never. He never asked me to be his girlfriend, and I was doing all this stuff. But the reason why I say that age matters because we have kids. I think that at least that kid needs to be 1 and up because he definitely kept spinning the block on his baby mama. Like, it got messy to where she was trying to argue with me and fight with me. And that is so ghetto. Like, I was like, baby, you can have him. I don't.
And just.
Yes, just going through life thinking, and we over here, I love you. You love me, but I'm not your girlfriend.
Girl, he got kids.
He had to do what he had to do.
Okay, let's go back to situationships. You
Okay.
said you were in the situationship.
Yeah.
Why do you think we accept those? Like women, men, and they're normally around that 18, 19-year-old mark. Now wait, don't get me wrong, because I know some 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds.
Too old to be doing that.
Red flag.
Too old to be doing that, man.
But how do we...
You think how do we end up getting ourselves in those situations?
Yeah.
I think that the people who encourage the situationship, whether that be the man or the woman that you're dealing with, they're usually manipulative to the point to where they make you think that the title's not important. They like, you do everything like you're in a relationship. You spend all this time together. You're always with each other. You say, I love you. You gift each other all the things. But it's like, they make you think, well, what's the point of me? Like, why does it matter that I call you my girlfriend or my boyfriend or whatever? Like, it's manipulation at its finest because what do you mean the title doesn't matter? It does.
The title does matter.
If that's the red
title,
flag. If they say
flag.
the title doesn't matter, red flag.
Leave.
Run
Out.
to the nearest exit, boo, because that is not the person for you. Okay.
That is so crazy. So it's like these situationships, and then it's the title. When do you think it's a good time to, I guess, have titles?
I think within the first 3 to 4 months of you dating, if you guys are not talking about going into a serious relationship and one of you wants that, then it's time to exit left. You do not waste your time. Do not spend half a year with someone. It doesn't take someone that long to know that they want to be with you.
Preach, because I was gonna say, okay, you said 3 to 4. I would say 6 months.
That's too long. That's almost half a year.
Right, but I'm not trying to rush into this. I'm trying to go into this as a, for the long haul. So 6 months, I think, yeah.
Before
First
they have,
month, it's like puppy love and all that. So then these other months after that, it's like, you have to show me. I want to give you ample amount of time to show me.
Yeah. I don't think you have to spit out the L word or anything within 3 months. You don't have to say I love you or anything. But I think within those first 3 months, if you're considering, it's not like you got to marry somebody in 3 months, but if you want to be in a committed relationship with them and pursue it further. I definitely think around that 6-month mark is when, you can't put a time frame on when you're ready to say I love you to somebody. No. But I think 6 months, I feel like at that time, say if you spend half a year, you're going from January to what? The summer, basically, spending that time with somebody. If they come and tell you, hey, you're a cool person.
Cool.
I love hanging out with you. I love hanging out with you. I just don't see this going anywhere. You're going to feel like, dang, I just really wasted my time.
Okay.
That's too long.
I will give you that. Because I've always thought okay, within 6 months, you better make me your girlfriend. We better be having some plans. Something. But I get it. 3 to 4 months. So really 6 is the maximum.
Yeah.
Don't go past that. 6 is the maximum. Okay. So we have these situationships. We have the title. Okay. I'm going to ask you. Do you think it's a red flag if when y'all are out, the phone is turned down?
Yes and no.
Okay, I'm going to say yes and no too. So why yes and no?
I'm going to say no, because sometimes there are people who want to be fully immersed in the moment and they get distracted by like things popping up on their phone and they may not be present.
Okay.
But then you can kind of pick up the energy of why somebody has their phone turned down. So if it's in a shady way, because sometimes they may have their
shady way.
Like if they have their phone face down because another girl could be calling, trying to link up with them or something. But you won't know that off bat. But it's like over continuous amount of dates, you're going to know why their phone is face down or whatever. So I think it could be a yes and no type of situation. What do you think?
Yes, or yes and no. Okay. My yes, it's okay what if they're a person that has like this job that's like really important. They're always on call, you know. And this is my only moment to like hang out with you.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure my phone is down. You got my full attention. I'm here. You're here. We're locked in. That's okay.
Yeah. 100%.
But no. I would say actions. Watch those actions. So if the phone is face down and we're talking, we're vibing, and you forget you're not really responding to like what I'm asking you. I'm trying to, you're just telling me anything. Red flag. I don't care. Red flag.
Yeah, period.
Because it's like, why'd you invite me here?
Yeah.
If you weren't gonna be like into me, if we weren't gonna like lock in, you see me, I see you, why am I here? Red flag. Run.
Exit stage left.
Because why? Like for what?
No, seriously. I feel like another red flag that I have is, okay, I don't know if you've ever dated somebody like this, but like, okay, whether they be, I'm going to go with it being a man. Say in a heterosexual situation.
Okay.
A woman hater. And what a woman hater is, for those of you who may not know, you may be dating some. Because if you're dating a man who's always like, women always think they need this or they want a man to do that, and this is why I can't stand women, because da-da-da-da-da-da.
Why are you with her?
Why are you with a woman? Because the reason why I dated somebody like that, like he bashed women, and I thought it was just me until like there was one time we split up and then we got back together, and he told me he went out on a date while we weren't together, and it was with an older woman, and he said at the end of the date, the woman said, "So when did you start hating women?" I said, "Oh my God, I thought it was just me."
Okay,
she was like, "I can't be with someone who hates women." Because it's like, and I feel like, he loved women in a sense that, he's attracted to women. But it's like his general consensus about women was that they were always the problem, that they came with too much baggage, too much issues, and that he constantly needed to stroke their egos. And he had that opinion about every woman, no matter what. And in that kind of situation, I just feel like it's always going to fail. The arguments are going to get more intense. It may straddle the fence along the lines of, verbal abuse. And I just think you have to run and get yourself out of that situation, because he will never truly like you.
Period. She's saying it facts. Yeah, I feel like not only will he never truly be into you, but like, what woman hurt him? What girl hurt him?
Who hurt him?
Bookie he
was hurting. And it's just like, when you can't even take accountability, there being an issue has nothing to do with you being a man and me being a woman. The issue at hand is the issue at hand. Like, either one of us could be at fault. We both could be at fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just, he always chucked it up to, because it's women and da da da. I feel like a woman hater, like once you spot those men who are them and what you bring to the table, red flag.
Out of there.
What you mean what I bring to the table?
Me. What?
Do you have a table for me to bring something to? First of all, that is my question for you.
Probably not. Probably not.
It be the ones with the air mattresses in their apartment asking what you bring to the table, baby. You want me to furnish? Well, you want me to furnish your home is the problem.
That's all it is. That's all it is. So really, it's almost like we're your big sisters. We trying to help you like escape them red flags. Because honestly, I didn't have like an older sister. I have like brothers. So I didn't have like an older sister, an older friend to be like, red flag, run. So because I didn't have that, I want to lace y'all up. I want to lock in with y'all, because red flags, They all here. You're like, oh no, I didn't see that. Oh no, you see it. You see it. Just
Once you get that feeling to where it's like, it's a little shaky, like they be saying on Wild 'N Out, it's a little shaky. Once you feel that, it just might be time for you to pick another egg out that basket, okay?
yes. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
What about those that are always busy, except when they need something?
It's a user, is what it is.
Oh,
It's a user.
like, let me dive a little bit deeper into that one. Have you ever been with someone, y'all kicking it, vibing, right? It's cool. And then out of nowhere, they ghost you for like 2-3 weeks. And then they come back and they're like, hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, how's it going? Where have you been?
Baby, after the 3rd business day, you would have been blocked. You wouldn't have been able to have ghosted me for 3 weeks, okay? You get 3 business days, and that's me being lenient.
Oh, follow her because I'm going to just be accountable and acknowledge.
You did that fast. Let me tell you something. You are not Jay-Z. What are you doing for 3 weeks? You is not that busy.
It was excuses.
What did he say he was doing to where that was okay?
Oh, so when he disappeared, he came back, and I'm like questioning the message, like, "Hello." He's like, "Hi, like, where have you been?" So I asked him in person. I'm like, "So what was this? Like, what?" He told me, "You're not my girl. Why are you asking about my location?"
Ooh.
Because we were doing stuff as if I was your girl.
It's them situation shifts I'm trying to tell you.
I know. And
I'm trying to tell you.
now looking back, I should have ran. But before, I'm like young. I'm like, oh my gosh. No, that shit, it don't last. It don't last.
When he said you not my girl, what you do after that?
What do we say here?
I'm judging your ass. What you do?
Okay, so I would just be transparent. That hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I am the type that when my feelings hurt, I'm a Libra. So for context, when my feelings hurt, you gonna feel it. And I'm like, oh, okay, not your girl, huh? Okay, all right, cool. So I'm like, cool, we just vibing. So he planning to hang out. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come to your house. He's setting this agenda in my mind. I'm like, ha! Okay. He's like, yeah, maybe we can kick it. We can hang out. Da, 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 da. No. There was no more hanging out. You know why? Because, okay, there was no more hanging out. I blocked him. Not only did I block him, because before I blocked him, I wanted you to get a sting. Because, like, what you mean I'm not your girl? Mm-hmm. I'm over here doing your laundry. What you mean I'm not your girl?
Not doing the laundry.
Red flag, though.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so what I did was I had a homeboy who was very, like, he's nice looking. He's model or whatever. And, we were just cool, strictly platonic. So everybody know he was fine and everything. So I was like, hey, can we take some like selfies? He was like, what is this about? I'm like, just go with it. He went with it. So not only was the guy that said, I'm not sure, we ain't together. I had a new dude in moments, like seconds. Yeah. I had it all over my Instagram, my social medias. And of course he's swiping up. Who is this? You're not my man, so why are you worried about it? Bye, Bookie.
Wait, you know what you just did? You just pulled a I can have another you
in a minute. Because you're not. So that was very toxic, very red flaggish. I know.
But you handled that gracefully.
Thank you.
You handled that gracefully.
My young days, but
yeah.
It's just okay. So was that a red flag or green flag?
It was a red flag, like the red flag of what he did.
Just overall.
I think the whole situation was screaming red. I mean, I just think that, for one, he ghosted you for 3 weeks. I think you were being very graceful by even asking him. I don't even want to know what you were doing at this point. By the third business day, baby, you're going to be like, where did Kiara go? Wasn't I talking? No, you weren't. We talking, were we? You're not my man, because my man would not go that long without talking to me.
My man. Oh my God.
You're for everybody. You're your community at this point, because I'm not. No, that's too long. The third day I would have been like, oh, I ain't get no call from no collect call. You actually got arrested, nothing. Because what are you doing? Who are you? Are you a millionaire? Are you a billionaire? Because you are not that busy.
He wasn't.
You're an average man, and you think you can disappear for 3 weeks and pop up, hey.
Whoa.
Message wasn't even delivered, okay?
So I say, he was scared of commitment. He's scared. He was definitely scared. And you have to run from those who are scared, because what you scared for?
Yeah.
Why you being scared?
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Nothing.
I have another quick one.
Go ahead.
What do you feel like this? If he has a girl best friend, what do you think?
Okay, yes and no. How many we working
One.
with? Okay. How close are they? What's the story?
The story? Okay, let me just pull this out of thin air. Let's say they've been friends since middle school.
Okay.
And they hang out a lot. They go to bars every now and then, go to restaurants.
Let me stop right there. Where's her man?
She doesn't have one.
Red flag. Run, because bars. What is she?
Friendship dates,
No, I don't know. and I've had plenty of like male friends, strictly platonic, like strictly.
Same.
Those are the ones that it's like you going through with a dude. I'm gonna call my homeboy up and he's about to give me the advice. But at the bar,
But if she had a boyfriend, it would be cool then.
It would. And when I meet her, I need to meet the boyfriend too.
Okay.
Cause what? Mm-hmm. And then it gets a little tricky with the 7th, 8th grade, cause it's hard, honestly, to really find those that's like been locked in with you since like grade school or any schooling. So I'm not one to like mess up anything, but we definitely setting the tone.
Yeah, I definitely think like in that situation, it would be clear to have like boundaries. Like I wouldn't want to, for one, you want to make sure the friendship is a respectful friendship. It's not one of those they feel like they can do anything type of situation.
Not do anything
type of situation. If it's one of them best friends where you be like, okay, well, have you ever done anything? Oh, well, a long time ago.
Red flag.
Red flag. It has to have been a clear, concise, like platonic relationship.
Like,
y'all could never kiss, never flirted. And then on top of that, it just needs to be boundaries. Like when you enter a relationship, there's certain things you cannot do anymore. Like I don't think that like I would not be okay with them just like going out to eat by themselves.
Hell no.
That's a date.
Because what if they start drinking and
reminiscing?
Yeah, and I miss you. No, I don't think so. Red flag. No.
Yeah, it would be
because with her, she would have to come with somebody, and don't tell me about. She got it. No, when I met her, I need to meet her dude. That way, it's like. Set that boundary immediately. Yeah. Don't allow them to, like, I guess put the time on them. Don't. You said it. I want to meet them. When you want to meet her, okay. I want her to bring her guy. I don't care because there's so many. You hear about so many. Oh, that's my bestie. Whole time bestie and boo boo just hooking up, and so it's like
bestie and boo boo is crazy.
Like, no, like of course not. Red flag, friend. I'm sorry.
It is giving a bit red, depending. It's situational, but it is. I see where you coming from.
So, let's jump into our next segment.
Let's get into some high profile relationships that might have been screaming red flag.
Oh, I know it's a lot. Okay, friend, I'm ready.
I think this relationship is very controversial.
Okay.
Kirk and Rashida from Love and Hip Hop. Let's start with Kirk. His red flags, like mine's off the top of the head would be lack of transparency. Like that's his first one, lack of transparency. And then the second one is just like his lack of transparency, but his lack of accountability. Like I think those were the biggest things, because it's like you have a liar on your hands. You have a liar, and when you're willing to lie about the little things, you're gonna lie about those bigger things, to the point that he went as far as to have a baby and hide it from her for 24 episodes, however long that translates into in real time.
Definitely a walking red flag.
Yeah.
I feel like her mom knew he was a red flag. That's why she ran over that motorcycle. I still remember that episode. Like, yeah, cause she know Rashida wasn't gone. She weak in the knees. Like, stand up. Your mom is basically telling you to stand up. You wasn't doing it fast enough, so she out the way, Rashida. Out the way. You're like, okay. She
Yeah. Girl, and then another one of his red flags would be he's messy. A messy man is a red flag.
Oh, I can't stand a messy boots.
He's a messy man. Like,
messy.
in the midst of female drama, like, it just goes a lot to speak to their character. If you're going to be messy in, like, social situations, you're messy in your relationship.
He gotta
like,
be messy. That
he
shit
is.
It's all over.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Girl.
Kirk and Rashida, put it on.
You make him want to marry me. He married you, but what do you have to show for it, boo?
That song.
Embarrassment is what you have to show for it. Embarrassment, and everybody
Oh
on
my
social
God.
media is saying, I don't want to be as down for a man as Rashida is
Don't
for
nobody
Kirk.
want to be a Rashida.
I don't want to be no ride or die no more after seeing that.
Nah, you can keep that. I'm going the other way, because heck nah. She is a rider though. She is. Yeah, she's a rider. She needs to run.
That whole baby situation just took me out. Like, took me out. The problem, he lied about, that's what I mean by the lying part. He lied about ever knowing her.
Okay.
Ever meeting her.
Okay.
And then I met her.
What you mean, you met her?
Like, I guess I just didn't remember, like, she was there, but I met her.
Don't piss me off, because you know.
It's slowly but surely it starts unfolding that you met her, you was hooking up with her, you got her pregnant with a baby. And now they saying she might be pregnant with another baby. And I'm just like, at this point, we need to explore Rashida's red flags.
I mean, because at this point, she got to have some, right?
Do she?
Oh, well, let us know, friend.
Naive.
Yes.
Naive. When it comes to her man, at least. Very naive. Because you let him talk you into believing anything. Even though he's shown you countless times again that he will cheat on you, lie to you, embarrass your family, all that, you still give him the benefit of the doubt. And I just feel like I might get some heat for this. But, ladies, if your man cheat on you, and you take him back, don't bring it to the internet. Don't spiral, because if you're gonna take him back every time he cheats, then let that man cheat in peace.
Ooh.
We don't have time for you to be crying about it, for you to be crying about it, for you to be whining about it, for you to stay in the same situation. Let him cheat in peace. I'm sick of seeing her confessionals where she going off like this just for her to still be with that man. Let that man cheat in peace, because that is what you accepted for your life.
So let's jump on that. So if a girl if they're dating, she takes him back, is she now the red flag?
It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. I would never say cheating is okay. I think that
Get your lick back.
yeah. Oh, that's the first and foremost. If you get cheated on, I'm that friend that's gonna tell you to get your lick back. Get your lick back, and then see if y'all can fix it. If he don't want to fix it with you, then he wasn't meant for you, boo.
Oh,
Because how you get to do this, and I'm supposed to be okay.
Friend.
That goes to show you that y'all are not equal partners. Okay? We're not equal. We're not equal. We're not equal at this point. And there is no difference between the men and the women cheating. They love to do that. No.
Cheating is cheating.
Cheating is cheating, regardless of your biological makeup. Okay.
Well, I was gonna say we listen and don't judge, but I feel like we have to judge.
We have to judge a little. You have to judge yourself a little bit, and that's the only way you'll know to leave these situations alone. But wait, what would you do? Would you cheat back?
Of course. What? But I feel like the way my mind is set up, I'm a cheat, but like it. Like I feel like I'm always gonna be the one that has the taller end of the stick. Like maybe not in that moment, but how I like the calculations that goes on in my mind. It would be, let's just say, you don't want to cheat on me, because when I say the universe don't play about me, don't. I'm telling you, me. I'm not like the others. I'm not. I'm very cutesy with it. I'm very classy with it. But get your lick back.
Get your lick back.
Because I would get my lick back, but I would also have some calculations in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, you think I'm just cheating? No, no. Turns out I've been cheating on you, and then it's just
okay. So now let's get into red flags that we have, like ourselves. Ourselves. And it could be red flags that, you may not have anymore, but something that you know that you fell victim of doing, and you know that this is like red flag.
Let me go ahead and be accountable. My red flag would be when I would get into like arguments, like in relationship, like we arguing. I say I'm gonna break up with you, but I really don't mean it.
That is so toxic.
I know. Like, we listen and they'll judge us because we showed it.
Listen, like, I dated somebody like that, and like and I'm gonna tell you something. I thought I loved that man. Like, I tattooed that man's name on my hand.
What?
It's covered up now. Don't look for it. But it's tattooed now. Don't look for it. I mean, but literally, like, we would get into these arguments. He would break up with me, block me for like 3 days. Okay, one time he got away with a week, so I guess I really ain't like that for.
See,
but like, I love that man, and so he would just pop back up and just be like, "Hey," but I would cold shoulder him, but then it would be like I would be going to get my nails done, and then he would see on Snapchat that I got my nails done, and then he would cash at me like $100 to go towards my nails, and then I end up right back at his house.
Okay, see.
He knew how to get me.
Definitely.
He knew how to get me.
And I think I would say it mostly because I knew I wasn't going nowhere. But it's like, I need something to up the argument. And I'm like, yeah, we're over. Whole time it's like, are you really over?
I feel like you.
Next day, oh, go ahead.
I feel like you doing that is because you losing the argument.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's what it was, because it's like, damn, what I say now? He making sense. Shit is making sense. I don't know what to say. We're over. We're over. Like, what?
That is hilarious. Like, I'm losing this argument, so I'm gonna throw one at him. We're done.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. You can be right by yourself, mister.
Like, red flag. I'm gonna definitely say that. Let me see. I want to say, since I said a red flag, I would say my green flag. My green flag is always willing to work it through, work it out. Like, maybe not in that moment, I'm gonna be honest. I'm pissed. I'm mad. But I'm not gonna go to bed mad at you or anything. We gonna work it out. We are going to work it out. And not only are we gonna work it out, but like, it's gonna be for the great, for the greater good. So that's my red and green flags. I know. Don't drag me too much in the comments.
If I could say like I would say I know 2 red flags. One that I don't have anymore, and then one that I still do. Okay, so the one that I don't have anymore is, I mean, one could potentially categorize this as a commitment issue, but
Don't try to skate out of it, friend. I hear you over there. Talking about commitment issue.
I was quick to break up with somebody, but actually break up. Like, I'm literally leaving you. You didn't take out the trash. You're disgusting. We're done. You
Friend.
came in my house and saw that my trash can was full. You don't care about me. We're done.
Friend.
Like, I was leaving before I could be left. And I was doing it in multiple different situations, relationships. Like, I would be quick to leave before I got left. Baby, I left my baby daddy when I was 7 months pregnant. Pregnant and all. Just
I know them hormones.
You know why?
Why?
Because I asked him to get me some Whataburger, and he said, "Do you deserve it?"
Oh, you never ask a pregnant woman if she deserves it.
That's
because
what I said.
Deserves it, okay?
And I broke up with him.
You didn't have to do that.
Kicked him out.
Friend.
He got his own apartment.
Friend.
I went into labor single.
Friend. Friend. Boom, boom, boom. Friend.
I'm not this way anymore though, but I did, like, in my earlier 20s, like, I was that way, like 19 I was that way. Like, I would be like, I'm not putting up with this, like, and it's like, you can't just, if you keep leaving, eventually you gonna run out of options now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a big pool of people out there, but I'm saying, like, I had to realize, like, okay, you gotta actually give relationships a try. Now, the one red flag I still do have to this day is I will psychoanalyze the person I'm dating. Like, in the middle of an argument, like, I'll be like, you over here projecting your mommy issues onto me. This is because you feel this way about your mother, and this is not even really about me. This is a problem with an inner self. Go heal.
I'm not gonna lie. That may be why we so close, because I be doing the same shit. I all of a sudden turn into the psychologist. Like, well, according to like, that is kind of toxic. Why do you think you do that?
I mean, I don't care about being right. I really don't. I think it comes off that way when I do this psychoanalyzing thing. But I think it's more so just like, I don't like being gaslighted.
Okay.
And it's like, when you're attacking me over something that I feel like is really geared and directed towards something else, I'm not here to be your punching bag. So that is when you trigger the Dr. Phil in me to be like, listen here, sweetie.
Oh, so weedy.
Let me read you down real quick like an Ebony magazine, because you got me messed up.
Wait a minute. You ate with that one. Okay. No, everybody, okay.
That is what I was saying. But, like, my green flag. I feel like I have a heart of gold. I have a very big heart.
You do.
I will give you the shirt off my back.
You will.
I feel like I let everybody and their mom live with me, from my family to anybody, a friend. Like, I will move the whole block in just to make sure you're good. Like,
She will.
and it could be a red flag and a green flag sometimes. But I think it's a green flag that I'm that compassionate, because you could never sit there and call me selfish. I'm one of the most selfless people a person could date. So I think that's my green flag.
That's real special, because it's like, not everybody gonna do that. Cause I'm one, like, love you, but I feel that. I feel that. I feel what you're putting into the atmosphere, and it's positive. It's good vibes. So of course, yes, green flag.
Green flag.
Green flag. Green flag.
Thank you. Okay, guys, so our next segment is called Spill That Tea. We asked you guys on social media to write in about a time that you may needed some advice, a situation, whether that be with a friend, relationship, whatever. And we're going to read the letter here during the episode, and we're going to weigh in on it. We're going to give our advice, and we're going to try to do our best to do what?
We
listen and we don't judge. I'm going to try. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So this submission comes from, we're going to leave her anonymous. Okay. So the title reads, "The Red Flag I Ignored and Paid For It." It's interesting.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all tell me why I ignored the biggest red flag ever and got played like a damn fool. So I met this guy through a friend. Tall, funny, fine as hell. The type that makes you overlook common sense. What?
What do you mean overlook common
Ain't
sense?
nobody that
Ain't
fine.
nobody that fine. Not even Aaron Pierre. He's Mufasa.
Let me give
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. from the jump, he was super sweet, texting me good morning every day, FaceTiming at night, make me feel like I was the one. But there was one problem. I had never been to his place. I'm just gonna keep going. See a bunch of red flags up here, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, ever. He always has some excuses. Oh, I'm moving stuff around. My roommate is wild. Let's just chill at your house. I brushed it off because everything else felt perfect. Rookie mistake, I know. Well, at least you know. At least you know.
At least you're self-aware at this point because, baby.
Ooh. Okay. Then one night, he left his phone unlocked. Oh, I know where this is going. Wait a minute.
She went through the phone.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
What did we find?
Okay. He left his phone unlocked while in the shower. Something in my spirit told me to check. Ain't nothing in your spirit. You wanted to check.
No, for real.
Y'all, the man had a whole fiance. Wait a minute.
Now, baby, I felt like he was married from the second you said you ain't never been to his house. If a man won't let you come to his house, he is married, has a girlfriend, lives with a woman, something.
Whoa, let's get into it. Okay, not a girlfriend, not a situationship, because you know we was talking about those earlier. Fiance.
It's crazy.
I saw texts like, babe, don't forget to pick up wedding invites. Can't wait to marry you. Are you home yet? I miss you. What? Let me keep going. I sat there shaking because he has. I sat there shaking because he has been at my house for weeks.
Weeks.
Weeks. Thinking we were building something. The worst part is she had no clue I existed. Of course not. Duh. He's not telling, like, what? Okay. But now I'm wondering, should I have exposed him? Should I have told her, or was blocking him enough? Help me out, y'all. What would you have done? I know.
Should I have?
Sign dumb and just dumb as fuck. Whoa.
Should I have is insane.
Ooh,
First of all, should I have just let me know all I need to know? First of all, this young lady is very stupid.
I'm sorry.
And it's not the fact that you got bamboozled and I would have caught on to it a little earlier. It's not even that. It's not even that. And it's just the fact that you found out what you found out and he got to skate. All he's going to do is find his next person and do the exact same thing with. What you should have done was rock his whole world.
Rock that shit.
I literally would you went Black China and
So Rocket.
Like that's what that made me think of. So Rocket. Literally, like, I'm like, from the second you found that out, I would not have confronted him. No. I would have played it cool, pretend like I didn't know nothing. Hey, babe, oh, you smell good. Da, da, da. Mm-hmm. I am getting the fiance's phone number, putting it into my phone, and then I'm sending her all the receipts, pictures. I didn't know he was engaged, but sweetie, run. Because this is how he's trying to enter into I'm coming to you as a woman, and I hate women who do it, but I got to do it. I got to save you from making the worst mistake of your life, because you should not be marrying a man who is trying to enter into a union with you, entertaining me.
Period. I feel like in a way you are doing, like, because I know you're a girl's girl, and that shows a lot because you're like, hell yeah, show her. Ooh. Come on. Sometimes
you gotta come to another woman as a woman in that type of instance. And it's not even that because a lot of women feel like, oh, you have one up on me because you coming to me. No, baby, I'm telling you this to spare you years and years of heartache and pain, because I just feel like she was owed that. And it's not even to give yourself peace of mind. Like, it's just more so to, like, protect this woman from, like, first of all, he could be single. Why did you propose to somebody if you weren't ready to be committed? That's crazy. That's insane to me.
Like, they're about to say I do. When you say I do, that's forever.
That's forever.
But you're at my house.
Yeah.
So what is she? I wonder what he told the fiance, because if he's there for weeks,
He probably had, maybe he had one of them jobs where he have to travel, so it was easier for him to lie. Because I don't understand it either. But my thing is, if somebody won't let you into their world, if I can't see where you live or where you're at, that's a big enough red flag for me. You're hiding something, and whatever you're hiding, I don't even want to know about. I'm gonna go ahead and dip. That was the biggest red flag. Was you've never been to his house, his home.
That, yeah, I'm gonna say that too. And then it's like my roommates mess. Baby, I'll help you clean it up. Like something. Like it's always. And then it's like you ignored it because I mean, sometimes we do ignore it though because it's like I have this fairy tale in my mind. Like, oh, we're locked in. He's doing this for me. He's doing this. But Bookie, come here, come.
You know what I would have did the second that I was noticed a pattern of him avoiding, because clearly she noticed a pattern of him avoiding bringing her to his house. I would have literally been like, oh my God, a pipe burst in my home. They're having to redo all the plumbing in my house. I need a place to stay. Can I crash at your place for a week?
He would have said
That
no.
would have told you everything you needed to know though, in the way that he responded. Like if he would have been like, oh, I wish you could, but da da da. Baby, that means he's married.
Yes.
He's married.
Like another thing is like, I know you're saying like she has no clue about me. She's not gonna have a clue about you. I mean, that's kind of how it works. Like bad, it sound bad, but like, who really finna blow up their spot? Like, who really? You just have to. But you were calm about it. I don't know how old you are, but
Young.
even young. Oh,
Young.
because okay. I had a situation like this where the person who cheated on me, the girl, the other girl, she hit me up when she told me. And the red flag that I should have just like not ignored, I'm like, yeah, he told me, he was like, do you believe her? She messes with like the whole football team, the whole basketball team. Why would you believe her? And my dumb self, I'm like, you know what? You're right. She's probably just hating on the... To this day, shout out to her. Because, hell no. Like, just dumb. Like, sometimes you're caught up in this, like, Delulu world. And it's like, you need somebody to pull you out. We here. We here to pull you out. We run. Marriage, run. Okay. So, what would you say? Y'all are dating. How long does he have to take you to his house or for you to see his spot?
I'm going to see your house before you see mine is the first rule.
Ooh, listen, lock in and listen.
You know, ladies, we need to start protecting our home, protecting our peace. These are our sanctuaries. You can't just be letting any and everybody in there. And so I feel like I definitely would want to see his home before he sees mine. And I feel like I've always been that way. I've never been quick for you to just come up in my spot.
Oh, no.
I have to really almost love you to bring you into my house. So that's the first thing. But I think, like, you know, if I could put a timeline on it, I would say like around month 2.
Yeah.
You should be comfortable enough to be like, oh, like let's cook inside and this and that. Like, and a man, let's be real, they're men. Ain't no man gonna want to go that long without you coming to his house.
Period.
So if he has no interest in inviting you there, you might have known that something's going on. And she just blocked him. And let me just say that was her moment to go all types of Angela Bassett waiting to exhale on him.
With the fire in the back?
Yes. Yes. Because you just let him skate. You just was like... He's not fazed by the fact that you blocked him, sweetie. He already has a fiance and he's dating you. You really think that block hurt him?
No, I would have told her. I would have found that number because someone in your spirit told you to go through that phone. Some of your spirit should have found that number. Call that wifey. Like, what? Because I ain't going out like this. Shoot. Like, yes, but it's like you can spin it around about like being a girl's girl, like you looking out for her, because like she about to say I do. Y'all just, you know, messing around trying to see where things are going. Like she finna say I do. Imagine her having kids with this. So it's like,
oh, I would have been sick.
You're helping you in a way. You are helping her, but like no, you both need to be helped out the situation. Put his ass on blast. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. It's not too late. It's not. Cause what? Like. And then, wait a minute. there was multiple red flags in this story. Like,
Multiple.
but that's okay. We listen, but I'm gonna have to judge you
I'm
on
going to
this
judge
one.
you on this one,
I'ma
because
just
how
have
did
to-
you not see it coming? Like, and then even if you didn't see it coming, that's cool. But the way you handled it afterwards, you just basically gave him a pat on the back, girl. I would just go ahead.
Very mature of you. Very, very demure of you. I can't say that I would have been that same way, but
Call me 5 years old. I'm childish. I would find him on Facebook, scroll through his friends, find her page, and
do some investigation. Where the FBI in you? Because we all got FBI in us.
no, serious. You can call me Neve from Catfish, because I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. So, overall, what advice are you giving this person?
I would say going forward, in your next relationship situation while you're dating, pay attention to the yellow flags. Every yellow flag that you see is not something worth leaving the situation for, but it's to prepare you for what's to come. And once you see the sight of that first red flag, you have to really ask, does this align with my values and what I'm looking for? Because it only gets worse. Once it's a red flag, it only gets worse. People can change, but it's not likely.
You can't, I'm going to just let you know, you can't make a green flag out of a red one. It don't work. Once it's a red flag, it's a red flag. I don't care how they try to dress it up. And, red flag. And I feel like you get that feeling that it's your intuition. You get that, you just shake. You talking about you were sitting there shaking. Shaking wouldn't have been a thing. Shaking. Y'all remember that, what was that, on this Christmas?
What?
When Regina was a hit king?
Oh, with the baby oil.
Wop, wop. Your vehicle is in the Nile River. 'Cause- what? But that's a little toxic of me. I mean,
It's a little crazy, It's a little crazy.
but
What advice would you give to her?
I was still hetero. I would do like you said. Go. His mama on there, somebody on there, his friends on there, because I feel like, yes, at the end of the day, the universe is gonna take care of you, right? Gonna spin a block on you, but universe ain't done working on you, so gonna find them.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
And if she's the type of woman to get mad at you for coming to her woman to woman and let you know, then baby, she's right where she's supposed to be with the toxic man that she chooses to be with. You did your part. You did your due diligence. Okay.
Because you know you do have those. Why are you telling me this?
Why are you telling me this? Oh, okay. Well, baby, I didn't know you like sharing. So that's y'all business.
The girl that was telling me, she was like, I didn't want to start any mess with you. Oh, baby, it's fine. It's fine. And she was like, no, she was very apologetic. And I'm like, no, I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. I still stayed, but I appreciate you.
I don't like how you slid that in.
I stayed. But later along the line, again, like I said, you can't make a red go into a green flag. And I guess I was trying to make that, and I ended up getting hurt even worse. So it's like, and another thing, you may not have gotten your feelings hurt enough. Yeah. That happens, because if you don't get your feelings hurt enough, you willing to accept and put up with anything. So,
and with all due respect, like, in the situation where you have somebody coming to you, I mean, it's not far-fetched that you just won't believe anything that somebody has to say. But, my counter would have just been like, but do you have receipts? So I can, because, I mean,
I think the reason why I didn't ask for, receipts, again, another red flag. When me and him started dating, he had a crazy ex. That's a red flag, too. If they say they got a crazy ex, why they
crazy?
But, yeah, we're literally playing Uno. One night, we playing Uno at his apartment. All of a sudden, I'm like, what is that? Crazy bust the window. It was like blood all over her hands. I just see hands. I'm like,
I'm scared.
I was scared. I was scared. I was like, that should have been, that was like the universe saying like, no, but me, I'm like, no, he's for me. How did I think that was for me? It didn't matter. Like I said, I stayed, got the shorter end of the stick, and honestly, it just took me to be like, I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm too good.
Yeah.
I'm too good.
Period.
And that's another thing. You got to know your worth. Sometimes you don't know it or understand it at that young age, and that's okay. But like, just try to understand your worth. Try to. Don't put up with, I don't know, just anything, because you're worth everything. You never want to be an afterthought for any relationship. You need to come first. A boundary needs to be set. You're first. You're first. So if you're willing to make excuses by as to why they're not putting you first, baby, I don't know if you could be helped, because
No.
red flagging. Like, listen, we listen and we don't judge, but again, like I've been saying, I sometimes gotta judge you because you're not listening.
I think the judgment is another form of accountability in a little bit of a sense.
that.
You got to judge yourself a little bit. Not too harshly, but judge yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like anything that doesn't bring you peace is not for you.
Period. Say it again, friend. Say it.
Anything that does not bring you peace is not for you.
Period.
If this relationship drains you, baby, it's time to go. You've ignored enough red flags. You've given enough grace. You can go through your relationships with grace, but at what point do you understand that you're no longer giving grace and you just being dog walked?
Walking like a dog, walking like a dog.
I took that from you.
Cause I straight be just dog walk, like, seriously. No, but honestly, like, you don't want, like I said, get your red flags out now while you're young, so you can acknowledge and be able to like move better in the future, because that's another thing. I think I'm not talking for everybody, but at that young age, I was willing to accept the red flags because I just felt like I'm not gonna meet anybody else. Like, no, I'm not gonna meet anybody else. But like,
that's my problem. I thought I could meet everybody. I'm leaving in 5 seconds.
Oh no, I was walking red flag. I was accepting the BS, and it's just like, now looking back, baby, I should have been gone when crazy bust the window. I bust your windows out your car, but she didn't do the car. She didn't do the car.
Out the house is crazy.
Out the house is crazy with
your
cameras
hands?
and everything. That's real crazy, but we listen and we don't judge. So we made it to our final segment. Okay, so this is gonna be a game. So basically, I'm gonna name out a few things, and you'll name out a few things. Basically, red or green flags and why.
Okay.
So I'll go first. Friends of the opposite sex.
Green flag. It's not a red flag. For me, it's not. Because I feel like I'm a sociable person. So I feel like I'm confident within self that it won't bother me that you have friends of the opposite sex. But if you lack boundaries with the friends of the opposite sex, then it will be a red flag for me.
Okay. With me, I'm going to say yes and no. Because it depends. Like I said, I had friends that were all guys, strictly platonic, just the homie. Like, I'm one of the guys, basically. And what it was, it's just like, I wasn't a green flag. I mean, I wasn't a red flag because I didn't want to be with any of them. But I could see that, like, when some of them would, like, get in relationships, that girls didn't like me. They didn't understand that, but they didn't know, like, I had my whole, like, I got my own relationship, you know? So I feel like it can be, and it can and cannot be. I feel like when you don't disclose that in the beginning, like, hey, these are my friends, they're all girls, mind you, then that's okay. But when you don't say that, then you moving sneaky.
All girlfriends? Like, if it's a man, he has no guy friends, just all female friends?
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Really?
All female friends?
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Okay.
That's a red flag.
So would it be the same way if it was swapped?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have nothing but guy friends, you're a red flag, sweetie. Yeah. I feel like that speaks volumes for itself.
I feel like I wasn't a red flag though, but I can understand that because I was just there I don't know, I was just hanging out. Like,
it's no problem to have a lot of guy friends, but you tell me you had no female friends.
None. They burned me.
Okay, well, you had some, but you're just, but okay, so that was just a moment. But I'm saying, like, if throughout your entire life, you just managed to only have male friends,
Oh,
I don't think that would sit right with
anybody.
Like, because it's
'Cause
like,
where's your guys?
with
your
men,
girls?
it's not, you're not that relatable to where you can't have, Okay. If he has 3 baby mamas, red flag, green flag. You know, God said, be fruitful and multiply.
Red flag. Cause why it didn't work out with the other 2? Why do you got 3? Why do you have 3? I understand you could be young, you know, but 3 is crazy.
I think it's reckless. I think it's reckless that you continue to create so many broken homes.
Ooh.
And it's like, I'm not, and you know, I am not with the father of my child, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like because of that, the next person that I would be having kids with, that's endgame. That's marriage. I'm not doing it again with, I'm not going to create just multiple generations of broken homes. And it's just like, that's what you're doing. And I wouldn't be able to unsee that.
I don't unsee it either. Yeah. I know a few.
Listen, I ain't trying to date no Nick Cannon, okay?
And it's like, why is that? Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they look up to Nick Cannon and they want the big
He got
family.
money.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing. If it's 3 baby daddies or 3 baby mamas and he broke,
What is you doing, sir?
what you doing? Whew. Okay, what about this one? He's been separated for 2 years, but legally still married.
Red flag. Red
Why?
flag.
Why is that a red flag?
Why is it taking so long for y'all to get this
The
divorce?
paperwork.
The paperwork.
That's what they say in the paperwork.
No, it's because you're fighting over stuff. Let it go and sign them papers because we can't move forward if you are still married. We can't get married. We can't. We will. You're filing your taxes and it's affected because y'all are still married. Like we can't. That's a big red flag for me. And I'm not trying to say that people who are married and separate can't date, but I don't think you should go into a committed relationship knowing that you're no time soon are you settling this divorce. Because then you're going to make that person that you're in a relationship sit around and wait. And that is how y'all are starting y'all's future. It's just a red flag for me.
Yeah, because I feel like it don't take that long. It don't take. Now, I've heard a lot of, the court fees, the fees and stuff like that. I feel like if you want that baggage completely removed, you going to pay it. Yes, it's going to be a pretty penny probably in the beginning, but get rid of it.
I've dated someone who's been divorced. They got divorced within 30 days.
So people,
it's because they're fighting over stuff. If it's a cut clean divorce, if you're not arguing over property and money and cars and spousal support and custody, if you both go in with this is what we want and we want a divorce, you think you sit with like a mediator and that's a wrap. But it's like once you're like tussling over things like custody and things like that, like you end up, if you can't come into an agreement, that's what's taking so long. So it's like, no, get this shit squared away. Signing papers. Oh, wait. Has been unemployed for 6 months. He presents it's like, I'm in between jobs when y'all first start talking.
Baby, how are you making your money? How is that getting made?
It's finna be through you.
Through who?
Sugar mama.
Oh, no. Ha! 6 months?
Yeah.
There's DoorDash. There's Walmart. There's McDonald's. There's LinkedIn. There's Indeed. Hell no.
We live in a time now where you can pick up instant shifts at like receptionist offices and get paid the same day. There's no reason why you should not be touching somebody.
Don't be paying. Ladies, young ones, come to the mic. Come close. Don't have him. No. You don't pay no bills. That's another thing. I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge that one again. I was a red flag. I was working at this little call center job, and I was dating this older guy. Another red flag. Yes, another red flag.
What's the red flag?
He already experienced life. He didn't.
How are you?
A 10-year difference?
I can't talk about that. I love Unc and them.
See, nah. Unc and them.
I love Unc and them.
Nah, because let me tell you how I was a red flag and I fucking ignored it. So I'm working my little call center job, not making much, but I'm like, you're young, you thinking, oh my gosh. So he's like, hey, my rent is due. Huh?
Red flag.
What? Your rent? I'm like, okay. Like, I'm thinking, not even thinking the price of rent. I'm like, oh, I can give him like $20, $50. Mind you, checks was like $500, if that. He was like, well, the rent is $700. I said, oh, but I only have, my $500 little check. Oh, that's okay. What can you give me? And I'm thinking like, well, how much do you need? Another red flag. Don't ask him. If you gonna do that, you set the tone. But no, I was just dumb and delulu. He used to take my whole checks, each check. I literally used to have enough to get McDonald's.
What Charlamagne say? Donkey of the day.
Man,
wait a minute. First of all,
I'll take that.
First of all, I love you, but no. First of all, there's like 5 red flags you just named in that situation. The first one is when I say I love Unc and them, baby, you're old enough to be established. That's why I love Unc and them. If I am like 20 and you are 30 and you can't pay your own rent, baby, what can you teach me? You can't teach me money management. You can't teach me nothing then because you can't even pay your own bills. And it's not to say that people don't fall on hard times, but I feel like at 30, you should have a savings.
Something. I'm barely 21.
You know what I'm saying? And we're just dating. We're not at the stage where I'm supposed to be sitting here footing the bill. And it sounds like you footed the bill a couple times. That was the second red flag. And then
it was so bad. My dad would be like, because I would have to call my dad. Because obviously my dad is like, don't you work? And I'm like, yeah, but my lying ass. They lost my paperwork, so I really wasn't getting paid. I was lying for him, everything. But took my money, found out that rent was already paid up. Yes, his mama paid his rent up. So what were you doing? Yes.
Third red flag.
And still stayed. Yeah.
Fourth, you don't pay where you don't lay. That was not your house. Okay. No.
I know. But that's why I can help y'all now because I was one. I was the red flag. I was. And I feel like because I was just so innocent and so dumb and everything, I feel like that's why I got the man that I have now because period. Okay? Not the same. Not like the other guys. No. He don't make me pay my half of the rent. No, he got it. He got money. His mom don't pay his apartment up. He got it. He got it to pay himself. Like, I can keep my little check, okay? Like, I don't gotta worry about it. Like, sometimes that's what I'm saying. Like, you go through these crazy situations and red flags in life, but the important thing to remember. Be the red flag. Yeah, be the red flag, okay. But don't keep being a red flag, because I kept being a red flag, okay? I'm here. So don't ignore these red flags. I know some of this was juicy, and if you were like, oh, is she talking to me? Oh, that sounds like my man. I probably was. Go on and lock in, write us, DM us. Get into our DM. Let us know. Let us help you.
Every episode we will be doing a Spill That Tea letter. So if you want to submit, your story time, if you want to write in asking any questions of advice that could potentially air on an episode, you can DM us at the Shady Chronicles Podcast on Instagram or Shady Crime Pod on X, because we love the stories. We're going to try to be as nice as we can, but it is called the Shady Chronicles. So be ready to catch the shade. The shade is all accountability and love. It's accountability and love.
So take it with love, because we love you. Like, we love you. We locked in. Lock in with us every Friday. There will be a new episode, and honestly, the shade gonna keep getting shadier. The shade is gonna keep getting shadier. You don't want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. Lock in. Follow us. Until next time, this has been the
Shady Chronicles.
Bye.
They say spilling tea, it's the place to be. They're classy, not bold. They are so comical. It's the Shady Chronicles.